This defense find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Now Boswell on to send this away. Strong with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and DJ Moore back in possession here. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. First call here coming from the shotgun. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Bills first down.
Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Cook. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He put everything he had into this one. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Johnson waiting on it. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play good for 17 on a 1st down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tre'Davious White there on the stop. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Richardson. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is brought in at the 15. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Johnson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That finds Pittman, complete. Sean McDermott didn't like that call. We can tell he's got the challenge flag out. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So Sean McDermott's challenge unsuccessful. The call stands. Dowdle can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Gets it again. And he's not going to make it. Made a little progress, but they stall him at the 2. 2 yards standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal. And the defender comes away with it. Taylor wrapping to pick that one off.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Hits him on the out route. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Allen to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Asante Samuel Jr. on the cover.
We'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down throw here from Richardson. Now he takes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Sending him on the dive. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
46-yard line.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Taylor wrapping to pick that one off. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They send a man in motion. Play action now with Allen. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills parlay the interception into points. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Bills 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Xavier Worthy now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's Dowdle again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. In this game, Brock, all the games today and tonight. Part of a busy week of football for all of us. The traditional 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. We had our Black Friday game a couple of days ago. All a part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, honoring the legendary football icon.
Yeah, legendary guy whose impact still is felt to this day. You know, these guys playing today, they all watch it just like you and me in the football world on Thursday and Friday. Now they get their chance to go out and perform on a pretty darn special weekend.
Here's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Allen on third down. It's on target to Moore. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
He was defended by Jamel Dean.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Steelers send running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st and 10. There's a run to Dowdle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
A gain of a yard.
To throw, Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. First and 10.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he's brought down after a short game.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
Here's the give to Dowdle. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Back To throw, here's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. First down from the 42. Now an inside give to Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Richardson to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. And that brings up 4th and long. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Bills set to take over offensively. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. We've set it down from the 37. On 1st down, Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Offense up to the line fast. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to tuck it and run. Big gain has them across the 40. And he's down all the way to the 30. They strike for 23 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Pass complete to Cook. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Steelers calling their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Back to throw now, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a James Cook touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills cut the lead down to 10.
Steelers 31, Bills 21.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. 2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Zone read, here's a gift to Warren. And second down run produces 7 before they bring him down. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Richardson now. Making the call himself. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Steelers.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
The 47-yard line.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. 3rd and long, it's Richardson. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead holds steady at 10. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And it's the rookie from Va-Tech, Bashul Tutin. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Jaguars get an important win here in the race to get one of those final wild cards in the AFC. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And this is Malik Willis. He'll look to the end zone and find his man 33 yards on the touchdown pass. The Dolphins get the victory here. They win it by 10. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's the veteran Baker Mayfield hooking up with his man for the touchdown here, one of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Buccaneers come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always those to look back on after the year is over. The inside give to Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He keeps it and takes off. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and
incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Steelers set to punt it. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this will end in just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man. Shakir has it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Cook trying this one up the gut. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Dump off caught by his back. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Well, pushing him out of the backfield left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bills.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
The coverage by Joey Porter Jr.
Back to the air, Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And the streak continues. Another one hits the ground.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now, Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Richardson now, 3rd and 2. That's the line he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Steelers.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Again, he's got room. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Bills 24. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Strong with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge? There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards. And the Bills 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. 1st down throw for Allen. It's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
1st down.
So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Man in motion here. Allen setting up play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they get this down to the 28. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Allen to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And 4th and 4 coming up. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Bass now to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. Escapes the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson to throw. That's DK on the slant. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll go with Dowdle on the run. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. First and 10. Here's Allen. Throwing the out route complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Allen setting up to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
Allen on third and short. On target to Moore. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Bills.
Now Allen off the play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there.
Incomplete.
So it's second down coming up.
Leads to second and 10.
They kick the running back in motion. To the air again, Allen. It's him on the end route. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 16 yards on that play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's another Bills first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. Again, Allen to the air. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now within one score in the fourth. DJ Moore the touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Going to need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Well-designed run. Here's Richardson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's Dowdle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Steelers getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a ton of return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's second down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Downer on 2nd down. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 2-possession game here in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers push the lead up to 12. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Now Boswell on to send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. They'll run it with Cook. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. He gets loose down the right side. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Allen looking to throw. Catch is made in close. And this is down all the way to the 3. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
Allen gonna throw again. Pulled in by his back. Cook. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 2.
Well, tight end gets it again. They are leaning on him big time in this one. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 16.
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
The Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. There's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Run with Dowdle. Get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Following the play. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. From the left hash, 54 yards out. Mark, no good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the fourth.
Obviously, Kate, that miss would have made it a touchdown game. But think of it this way, it's still a touchdown game. But instead of it forcing overtime, now it's going to give them a loss.
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for Bills.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. That brings up 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Allen on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. They connect for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
This is Cook on the handoff. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Allen. Dumped off to his running back. For a second, we both thought he'd get the 1st, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and
On the sneak, it's Allen. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a 1st down. Come on, boys.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
a gain of 3 yards. That's another Bills 1st down.
Now run by Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6. At the Steelers 17.
Now Allen going to the air. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
10 yards. That's good for Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard.
Here's a give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bills facing a 5-point deficit. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Blitz coming here. Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills have taken the lead late. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Here he is to throw. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Connecting with Metcalf again. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. That's complete to Pittman. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. He'll come up on 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. Takes away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Setting up to pass. And he got there in time. He's taken down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Left side, pump by Metcalf. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And that should be their last gasp in this game.
Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down. They'll run here following the penalty. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Shakir in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are stuffed on the return, so a turnover on the final play of regulation, and this game is not over yet. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime. Cook trying this one up the gut. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Another one for Cook. Well, a lot of effort there, partners, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there. Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
It's a nice Nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary. This might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. They can do something here. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. They'll bring out the punter here. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hand off to Cook here out of his own read. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bills, first down.
Motioning the tight end now. First down throw for Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's on target to Moore. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
On 1st down, Allen finds a seam down the middle. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
So from the 37, here's second and a couple. They go play action with Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for us Steelers.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Nick Wiggins on the coverage.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
He finds Hopkins complete.
3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Richardson to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
That's good for us Steelers.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Steelers at 7-5 now of the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers.
A running play. It's down to, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 3rd and short, they'll try action left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Jackson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Off the option, here's Henry. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's another Baltimore first down.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Henry is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
It's a loss of 4.
Keanu Benton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? To throw is Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I know we saw the pass and the completion and obviously the resulting loss of yardage. To me, that play broke down with the blocking on it. Because if you're going to try and swing it that far outside, That blocking's got to hold up to give your guy a chance.
And the defense, they weren't fooled at all.
No, not at all. Boy, were they aggressive on that one.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
They run with Washington.
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49.
They run again with Dowdle.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
15 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
A handoff for Warren.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
Richardson looking to throw this.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Looking to throw.
Richardson. That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
16 more yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Running it, Washington. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Dowdle will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
46-yard line.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run forward with Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
To throw is Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards. And the Steelers.
Richardson on the bootleg here. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
Richardson's pass.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 3rd and 5.
Richardson sacked. A loss of 3 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23.
That's good for the Steelers. First down.
Richardson looking to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Richardson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Now Washington diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked down, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Trucks over him. And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Jackson now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. And they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now in the Motor City. The Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And it's Dak Prescott, 12 yards on the touchdown. The Cowboys had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's the rookie from Va-Tech, Bashal Tutin. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. A 43-yard touchdown. This one's gone to halftime with the Jaguars well on their way to a 3rd straight victory. They lead big at the break. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Cam Akers. The team got into the red zone. He gets into the end zone. A 10-yard touchdown run. The Seahawks with the lead at the half. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters, a 1-point game at the half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here
trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
And the Baltimore first down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson. Now a run, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Harmon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. Third and 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Now it's Richardson. And completes it again to Metcalf. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Richardson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
It's a gain of 11.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Richardson. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the
They'll look to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Then start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He was brought down at the 40.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Ravens 16.
A 10-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They go play action with Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And cue the applause, and there it is for him. The mark he's been aiming for all season long. 1,000 yards. Just a 3rd quarterback to reach that milestone, joining Lamar Jackson and Michael Vick. That's a season's worth of work and a huge commitment to get him the touches that he needed to make that happen. Congratulations.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Look at this, a tight end carry.
The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
They run here with Dowdle. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. It's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Well, I think it's safe to say that the 3rd quarter's not been a whole lot of fun for him. A couple of interceptions thrown. He seems to be a different man here in the 2nd half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd down and 8.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It'll be gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the give, it's Warren. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Richardson on the bootleg here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Steeler 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
The Ravens ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They begin with Henry. And he stopped immediately there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's getting the quarterback? Who's getting the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This would work quite well on that play.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 9.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21.
Baltimore, first down.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
21-yard line.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up second and 8.
Jackson now. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. On his loop for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They hand off to their big tight end. Powering his way forward. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
A running play. It's Dowdle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. On the option left, Richardson.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's third down.
Here's Richardson to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. And the Baltimore first down. First and 10.
They go play action with Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That's another Baltimore first down.
To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And the Ravens are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. A short one there with Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Richardson. That escapes the sack. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll run it. Warren. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
By Trenton Simpson. It's a gain of 8.
On the run, it's Warren. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They run with Washington. And he will have the Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Richardson. That's complete to his tight end, Fryermuth. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 33-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Try to take this home. They'll run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are?
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins Boy, do we have some football weather for this one in Pittsburgh. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year pro from Liberty, Malik Willis.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the clock.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Here he goes, third and long. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at fourth down. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
We'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida. A super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. Down the left sideline he goes. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's Willis to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
A 28-yard gain.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Galloping inside the 40. And he takes it down to the 33. All set now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Running with Achane here out of the gun. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Complete right side to Washington. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Willis. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. He keeps this one himself. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go. Brock, they take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
There on the tackle. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Achane from the pistol. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins trim the lead to 1. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson now on the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Complete to DK Metcalf. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Now
line.
running for the first time with Jalen Warren. On the move, past the 40. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
13 yards.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Steelers first down.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Ooh, almost to throw the costume. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
To Pat Fryerview. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and
Richardson on 3rd. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And we'll see, Brock, if they go back to that ground game this drive after how well they ran it their last time out.
I'm going to probably say yes on that one, Kate. This is a team with a known identity across the league. They're going to hang their hat on running the football effectively. I think they'll get right back to work.
He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup.
And send him over right. 2nd down carry for Achane. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down.
The Dolphins first down. First and
Markers
10.
are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Look like he picked up a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
In motion, a receiver left. Achane again on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Waddle makes the catch. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 15. First down, Dolphins.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
They run the counter to Achane. It is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Willis in the pistol. He's going deep this time. Has it down close. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver to the goal line. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Following the play, we have an injured Steeler. The training staff out there to check on him as we take a pause. Offense is getting closer, but 2 yards left to figure out. It's 3rd and goal. Another for Achane. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
The Steelers calling their first time out. On 2 left for him to spend. Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. Trying for it, it's Achane. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see them get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Xavier Worthy, now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Dowdle. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
The inside give to Dowdle. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They pick up at 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. It's a gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They'll go again with Warren. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line to gain. Richardson on the sneak. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. And a steal.
So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 14-10 our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the 2nd, and they have to be thinking points here. Going power with the big tight end, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop them either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes and their want to run it right down their throat.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Ball's still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Warren quick on the draw. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And he charges ahead, but snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Dowdle again. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
Tackle made right at midfield. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
third down run with Dowdle. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
Tyrell Dodson on the tackle. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Corliss Waitman brought on to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss. This will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing on first down, Willis. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
A gain of 16 yards. And
Davis motioning left. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Willis now, 3rd down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Well, punted away again. Bradley Kenyon headed back out. Johnson waiting on it. Wow, and he somehow finds the ball amid the blizzard here to make the fair catch. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And it's been impossible to contain this guy as both a passer and a runner all season. Late in the year, look, he's the leader among quarterbacks in rushing yards. Play action, it's Richardson. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On the out route, complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Warren here from the gun. He dodged the tackle. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now a give to Johnson, coming right. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. Keeps away from one. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Warren running between the tackles. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 21-yard line.
This time it's a passing play. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a fourth down decision to make. Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Miami offense headed out there now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Willis. Hits him on the out route. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
He tries to sneak it. Loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
First down now, ball at the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's a chance on the inside give. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Chan again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. First and 10 now from the 46. Looks like a design wrong. They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble they just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6.
Third and long for him here. Gets this one to Waller. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's another Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Miami.
Now the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
A loss of a yard.
Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into passing, known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. The Steelers offense headed out. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Richardson has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 4. It's now
To throw, Richardson. Completed over the middle. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. So before they try it on 3rd and inches, a timeout's called. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. It's a design keeper. It's Richardson. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on 1st down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Emmanuel Mosley.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That finds Pittman, complete. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
And he spikes it just before we hit 0, so they've got a chance now to add 3 here before we break on a long field goal attempt.
A 49-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. A great weekend of football behind us. In case you missed any of the action, let's recap it for you. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And this is Javonte Williams. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. The Cowboys come away with a 10-point victory, 24-14 the final score. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's the man who holds the Lions' all-time passing records, Matthew Stafford. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Rams run their winning streak to 5 straight as they get another W. Lastly, let's go out to Santa Clara. The 49ers taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Niners wideout. You want instant offense? Try this one on for size. He makes the catch, and then watch him go. Put it down as an 81-yard catch and run for the score. The Niners win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Worthy now to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. He'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Steelers 1st down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. All right, here we go. Second down. Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
Wow, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be fourth and very long.
When you get stuffed on a third down draw, it's really hard to look at your receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6+, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun snap now to Willis. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here's the backup. First throw. On target to Waddle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Throwing on third, Wilson. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. He runs it up to midfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Steelers first down.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll go with Dowdle on a run. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
To the air on third and long. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
The Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a screen play to Warren. Escapes the defender. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Coming to the line for another first and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. On the ground again with Dowdle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers push their lead to 15. Comes a 2-point try partner, Richardson, bringing his offense to the line.
The Steelers will...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage.
Dolphins 14.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Steps up, and he's running with it. This gets forward to around the 29. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. H-Chan running right. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
It's now 3rd and...
Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Steelers, and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most, and we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. They take the handoff, now Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Boswell to add the PAT. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Steelers make it a 24-point ball game.
14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. Cover 2 special team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Wilson. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
It's a gain of 10.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he charges ahead, but Snow and defenders stop him. Looked like he picked up a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Wilson now from the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down. Here's Wilson to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
That's good for Dolphins.
Davis, the motion man right. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now Wilson on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And he made sure to angle that one toward the sideline. It bounces inside the 20 and jumps out at the 13. The Steelers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Dowdle again. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the draw, it's Dowdle. Shoots away from one. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you could hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Warren here from the gun. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
No gain on
First
the
down
play.
run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, Howard. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. First and 10 from the 43. Shotgun give now to Dowell. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap here to Howard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Steelers first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
30. That's another Steelers first down. First down and goal to go.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Running for it with Johnson. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Boswell able to knock it through. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Wilson looking to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers continue piling it on here in the fourth. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. Their failure on fourth down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Desperation time here on fourth. Connects on the crosser. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. We've set it downs from 37. Warren quick on the draw. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
Howard now to throw. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets this one to Fryermuth. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That throw by the rookie out of Ohio State good for a chunk of yards and a first down.
The Steelers' first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Dowdle. And it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
To the air, Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Facing fourth down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
This makes it up to the 25. Miami offense headed out there now. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Wilson on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Complete out to the right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6.
Wilson on 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Making the call himself. And Wilson's going to slide down as he finds enough for the first. From the 40-yard line there, this is 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins, 1st down.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. So this one on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. On play action now, Wilson. That one's complete, right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running left, here's Achane. He has room past the 25. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down. A gain of 15. And the Dolphins
Staying on the ground here with Achane. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal, Miami.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. And the steel curtain. And quickly their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Motioning left is their running back. 3rd and goal. Wilson. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Matt Gay on to line up this field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Johnson with a return here. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Steelers and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Trying an inside give to Warren. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.